I post to Instagram every single week. I batch create all my content in one sitting, and it takes me less than 90 minutes. And I'm a team of one. No designer, no social media manager, no contractor. I'll walk you through my exact AI-powered content creation workflow. By the end of this video, you'll have a repeatable system you can use for your own business, whether you're selling digital products, running a service, or just building an audience online. Before I get into the workflow, let me give you a bit of context. I sell AI-powered digital products on Gumroad, things like content templates, email sequences, and social media packs. I'm in a super competitive space. Everyone with an AI tool can produce content, which means the bar for standing out is actually higher, not lower. What I've found is that consistency beats brilliance. Posting quality content every single week, even if it's not perfect, builds an audience faster than sporadic viral attempts. But I needed a system that didn't require me to spend hours every day on social media. That's when I built this workflow. AI handles the heavy lifting, the ideation, the writing, the first draft. I handle the final polish, the strategy, and actually showing up. The result is content that sounds like me, looks professional, and goes out on schedule without me burning out. Step 1. I never start with a blank page. I use AI to brainstorm content ideas for the week ahead. I use a simple prompt, basically the same one I showed you in my ChatGPT video, that generates a full content calendar for me in under 2 minutes. I ask ChatGPT to create a mix of educational posts, transformation stories, product highlights, and engagement posts. For each post, I get the caption, the hook line, and the hashtags. Some of them are great right out of the box. Others need tweaking, but I never have to stare at a blank caption box again. The key is specificity. When I tell ChatGPT about my audience, digital product creators who want to save time, the ideas it generates are actually relevant. Generic prompts get generic content. Specific prompts get ideas I can actually use. Step 2. The actual writing. Once I have my content calendar, I move into the draft phase. For caption writing, I use a prompt I built specifically for my brand voice. Conversational, direct, no fluff. The prompt tells ChatGPT who my reader is, what transformation they get from my product, and what tone to use. What comes back is a first draft that sounds like a human wrote it, not a robot. I usually spend 5 to 10 minutes polishing, adding a personal anecdote or two, fixing anything that doesn't sound quite right. But the heavy lifting is done. The reason this works is that I'm not using AI to replace my voice. I'm using it to remove the friction of the blank page. I know what I want to say. AI helps me say it faster. That's a completely different mindset than just asking AI to write a post for you. Step 3. Visuals. This is where a lot of people either spend too much time or just give up and post without graphics. I do neither. I use Canva's AI tools to create professional-looking graphics in minutes. Specifically, I use Magic Design. I describe what I want, a quote card with my brand colors, a before and after graphic for a product highlight post, a carousel cover with an eye-catching headline, and Canva generates the design for me. I pick the one I like best, swap in my text, and I'm done. For quick graphics, I also use the background remover tool constantly. If I have a photo I like, but the background is busy, one click and it's gone. Clean, professional, done. The whole design phase for a week's worth of posts takes me about 30 minutes, and because I'm using Canva's brand kit with my colors and fonts, everything looks cohesive and on brand, even though I'm creating it in batches. Step 4. Scheduling. This is the step that makes the whole system actually work. I don't post in real time. I batch everything, the writing, the design, and now the scheduling, and then I set it and forget it. I use Buffer. I upload all my graphics, paste in my captions, add my hashtags, and schedule the whole week in one sitting. Buffer's AI-powered recommendation tool even suggests the best times to post based on when my audience is most active. I just review and approve. The reason this matters is that social media only works if you're consistent, and consistency is almost impossible if you're trying to create and post in real time every single day. Batching is the only way to post consistently without it taking over your whole life. Step 5. And a lot of people skip this step, which is a mistake. I review what's working. Once a week, I look at my analytics. Which posts got saves? Which ones got DMs? Which hashtags brought in new followers? I use that data to guide next week's content. If quote graphics are outperforming everything else, I make more quote graphics. If educational posts drive more saves, I adjust my mix. AI can generate the ideas and the drafts, but the strategy, what works for your specific audience, that comes from paying attention to your data. This feedback loop is what turns content creation from a guessing game into a system. And once you have a system, you can keep improving it week over week. So here's the full workflow. AI for ideation, AI for writing drafts, Canva for design, Buffer for scheduling, analytics to guide the next round. Batched into one session, done in under 90 minutes, posts going out all week. The secret is not finding the perfect AI tool or the perfect system. The secret is building a workflow that works for you and then actually using it consistently. Start with what I've shown you today, test it for a week, and then adjust based on what you learn. If you want to see the exact prompts I use for this workflow, including the content calendar prompt and the caption writing prompt, check the link in my description. I've put them in my Gumroad resource library, and if you found this useful, hit subscribe. I post videos like this every week. I'll see you in the next one.